That's about right. Wait. Okay, it is Monday, January 27th, 2025, and I'm in the office, which is readily apparent. Just that right there. This will be going out on two channels. One, family and friends, the other want to make money off of, but today this is being kind of a public service announcement, as weird as that sounds. Let me explain. First, let me get a bracelet off I've got on. If you look at this bracelet, it's got 5 little magnets. Well, no, I lied. It's 6 magnets per each link. Let me see if I've got a link in here. I had one to hold up so you can see the individual link. I don't know if I do or not, but I'm going to look because it's better if you can just see it rather than hear it. And I think I probably don't have one in here. You have to understand, I'm absent-minded. I'm getting on up in years, and that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I've got 2 different magnet links for other bracelets I've had, but I don't have any that I took off of that one. And I did have to take some off so that it would fit properly. Here's the deal. I'll hold it as close as I can. Those little round circles, there's 6 of them to a link. Now what's that got to do with anything? Well, I texted with my younger sister while I was sitting at the Indian hospital waiting on my son Benjamin and his 2 children to get out. I had to take them over there. He had an appointment and they've got the flu, so we've got to keep them away from other grandkids. But I have had to change phones once again. I had to buy this one, and this one is a cheap phone, very. As weird as that sounds, I got tired of throwing money at good money at phones that just didn't comply with what I need. I paid $24 plus tax for that one. It's from US Cellular, and I was going to swap the SIM card over, and I tried to swap the SIM card over off of this one, and I failed miserably. The SIM card shot off somewhere. Now, what's all that got to do with anything? This is the most expensive Android phone that Samsung makes. This is a Samsung tablet. If you look at the back of it, it's got a big chunk cut out of it, and that's because it's trying to figure out what happened to it. It no longer works. This one doesn't stay charged. It quits charging rapidly. And I hear rumbling out there. That's either my wife and her pickup getting ready to go get the kids, or that is Bo coming home from work prematurely, or that is my son Nick coming home in my van. I don't know which, but it's rumbling. To make a long story short, I would take this off, and I'd take that off, and I would run it through there with this little rubber ring. I've got real jewelry, but that keeps my fingers from getting real. This hand's had a lot of damage to it, an awful lot. So I would take, and a good friend of mine at my church, a guy named Charles Brady, told me about these bracelets. He's got a silver one. I got me a dark one, a black one, to go with other stuff I wear. But anyway, I got that about a year ago, a little over that maybe. Well, no, it's about a year ago. I see Charles every Sunday at church, and he and I have good conversations. I'm old enough to be his daddy and then some, but we have conversations. His wife Penny is a school teacher. His son's in school at Stillwater at Oklahoma State University, I think. I think that's where he's at. And his daughter Callan is just as sweet and precious as she can be. And they're just a great family and really good friends of mine. But he and I had a talk about the fact that I put this bracelet over by that phone one time too many. Folks, it cooked it to a crisp. It ruined a $350 Android cell phone. He and I had a conversation about iPhones. My wife has an iPhone. She loves it. I really don't like them. I've never had one. Androids give you a little bit of extra freedom in some ways, and I've got people that argue with me about that. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, let me tell you something. Charles Brady does technical stuff for a living, and I had him and I had my tech guy both tell me don't get an iPhone, so I didn't. I'm not castigating him. I'm just saying all I do with the phone, I don't really do anything but talk and text. Rarely I will go on the internet to get instructions, and that's about it. I don't need all that computing power that my wife's phone has. That one there, I tried changing the SIM cards, and then I put a SD card in it and found out it was a low volume SD card, very slow, because I asked Charles about that thing filling up real quick, and he told me you need a faster SD card. So I got it all in hand, and I got this rubber back piece. It came out with a screen protector on it. And yeah, it's a Walmart phone. My other one I got at a U.S. Cellular store. But, you know, the thing is, like I said, I don't use a phone for anything hardly but talking and texting and getting directions. And once in a while I'll play a game on one. And I don't do that very often. So what do I do now to keep that bracelet from killing a phone? This is a gelato jar. I've got one, I keep water in this one to drink out here in the office, and I've got one in the house on my dresser that has my pocket watch, a bunch of these little rubber rings, a signet ring, a money clip that I keep my tithing in, and a silver wedding band my son Benjamin made for me, made out of 1 ounce of pure silver. 999 fine, and I've got a pressure ring that's tungsten, or not titanium, and that's what I've got in there. And so I just started putting this bracelet and this prayer changes thing Catholic bracelet that I'm not Catholic. But at night I put those in that jar, screw the lid down, that way it can't get on my phone. Now, I didn't really pay much for this. I don't remember what I paid for it. It won't even come on now. This one, if you plug it in and leave it for an hour, it'll take enough of a charge to come on. But it drains the battery so fast, it's unreal. And this phone boot I found at the Walmart in Ada, Oklahoma when I was taking my son and my grandkids over there. And the thing about it fits this cheap phone perfectly. It's a 6 3/4 inch phone. I went through there and compared, and there's like 100 and something different kinds at that Walmart store. I went through, I compared all of them and found one that fits snug and like is made for it. I did a little creative surgery on it so I could get to the side buttons, but that's fine. I don't care about looks. It's kind of like me. I'm old, fat, crippled, and ugly. I don't care about looks. I wear bib overalls for 2 reasons. 1, they're extremely comfortable, and 2, I can carry a large bore handgun under the bib, and most people don't know that I've got one in there. And before the censors at YouTube get all over me, listen guys, I've got so many permits on firearms it would blow your mind. 30-year cop altogether. I'm not breaking any laws. And in Oklahoma it doesn't matter anyway because it's a constitutional carry state. But that is my public service announcement. I'm going to have to get this out of the camera and put the camera back on to charge and upload this, which I want you all watching this to have a really great day because we all need one. And I got me a new hat band from a brown cowboy hat. It's in the house. I'll get it on there later when I get around to it. No, this cripple crazy old man loves you. I really do. And I pray for everybody. And like the sign up there says, be kind. Always be kind. You can't go wrong being kind. Later, my taters. Bye.